Hey Danielle, I wanted to make a video answer or insight into the question you had, or the issue that you pose, and essentially you said something to the effect of you feel frustrated because you're not having more visual, a visual oriented perception of spiritual truths. And this is something I have a tremendous amount of insight on, and it's something that I've spoken to a lot of people who feel the same way. They just so want to see these beautiful things that we hear everybody talking about, and yet they don't know why they don't or how to do it. And so let me just say a few things about that, because it might help a little bit. No guarantees, but it might help. One is that human beings are visually oriented creatures. We perceive most of what we know about ourselves and this world through visual understanding. We see things, we equate it, we compute it, it gets processed through our brain, through our belief system, through our ideas of what we think reality is. And that's how we are used to perceiving the world. So when it comes to spiritual truths and this idea of seeing through your third eye and having this experience, here's what we have to realize. We as individuals and as a species, the mechanisms inside of you that allow you to really truly perceive these profound states of spiritual ecstasy and awe and these sublime visions that we know are possible are always there. So like with drugs, they will show you the window, okay? They can show you the window, or they can show you the door, but it's always you at the end of the day that has to walk through that door. So the point being, the door is always there, regardless if you can see it, experience it, hear it, feel it, taste it, whatever, or not. The door is always there. So then it becomes a question of this: how objective can you be? How observant can you be of reality? There's a great statement. It's a Native American proverb or a statement or truth, and it basically says that this world is but a shadow of the real spirit world. And the reality behind that is this: there is so much going on that is unseen in the world. I mean, everything is virtually unseen. There are very few individuals who are able to witness even a fraction of the unseen, invisible vibrations and things that are going on. So this is a species-wide affliction, you could say. It's a species-wide epidemic. And what it essentially is that our muscles of perception that are able to see things, or if you're trying to hear things or feel, these are sensory-based perceptive functions that are inherent inside of not just our consciousness, but we actually have almost like muscles. It's not an actual muscle, but it's the ability to perceive these things, these truths, these spiritual sights and visions that needs to be developed by your conscious intent. But the first thing is perspective. You just have to find it inside of you, the point that says, you know what, even though I can't see it, I know that it's still there. I know that it exists. And you just have to know that. You have to accept that. And then you begin to start living your life in a way where you go about kind of deconstructing all the things that might inhibit your ability to be able to perceive this stuff. Because the truth is this: everybody has their own unique path to self-realization and then self-actualization. There are not two paths that are the same. Just like every snowflake is the same. It's all snowflakes. But there is a path that is specifically laid out for you, but that needs your conscious and willing participation to develop and work at. And the goal isn't these visions, it's the journey to getting to that point. And it's this work that is really what's going to reward you, because in doing the work, this deep inner self work that is going to eventually lead to you being able to perceive infinite amounts of information of what the unseen or invisible world provides, is going to be contingent upon the degree to which you consciously commit your intention to break down the layers that inhibit your natural ability to perceive it. So I just want to say that. I know it might be kind of confusing. If you want clarifiers, please do. But I have a lot of friends and people who are close to me who've expressed the exact same thing. They're like, why do you get to see all this stuff? Or why do others see it and why I don't? And look, the only reason I see it is because I've worked so hard. I've worked countless hours at my life because I've made it such a priority that, to the degree where like, I have to see this. I have to know it. I'm not going to let anything get in the way. I'm going to step and literally break through any barriers that inhibit my ability to be able to perceive the truth, the invisible, electric, mind-blowing, miraculous, mind-numbing, ineffable energy patterns and signatures that are being emitted by every single animate and inanimate thing. So just get it in your mind that you're gonna develop it, and then use your senses, be objective, and you'll find that your normal human senses that you have hidden powers, if you will. They have different systems and compartments connected to the senses that you're normally used to using that will get developed, like muscles. They're dormant, they're most atrophied right now, but as a result of working these muscles of perception, you will start to be able to perceive a heck of a lot more than you are now. And look, eventually you're gonna start perceiving things and it's gonna blow your mind. And you're gonna probably get to a point where you're like, all right, I need to back up a little bit and slow down. So just know it's there. And really, it's just, how much do you want to perceive it? Because that's what's gonna help it happen quicker. It's what's gonna expedite the process. All right, I went way longer than I wanted, but I hope that helps. And if it doesn't, let me know.